Hello, fellow crocheters. This is Donna with Fig Basket Crochet and Creative, and today we're going to talk about double crochet. Double crochet is wonderful because it is twice as tall as a single crochet stitch, so you can work your work up faster. It is a looser stitch than single crochet, so if you're wanting something with a very tight weave, not many open holes, single crochet or similar stitches is really your go-to stitch. But if you're wanting to work something up faster and you want the added feature of having a little bit more of an open stitch, then double crochet or similar stitches is what you want to go to. And it's a great practice stitch because you can work something up fast while you're watching a movie. What you will need, I recommend your favorite color yarn. I really love red. I've used orange in my previous tutorials, but I'm in the mood for red today. I've got Yarn Bee Soft Secret in red, and I have chosen a size 4 yarn. You can look at that. Size 4 is a good standard size yarn. It's generally easy to work with. I'm using acrylic rather than cotton. Cotton doesn't slide around on the hook as easy, and it can be a little frustrating to work with if you don't know the stitch work or if you're trying to work quickly. Acrylic flows really well on and off the hook, and I recommend acrylic for learning to crochet. You will need a crochet hook. I like Susan Bates hooks a lot, although I use other brands as well. And this is a size H 5mm hook, also known as a size 8. You want to look especially for 5mm. Sometimes, depending on the brand of the hook, they'll use a different letter or number, but if you look for the size, 5mm is a very good standard hook size to use. So that's what I choose to use. You'll also need your favorite beverage. I like coffee, and my favorite cup is my red Fiesta Ware cup. I'm going to take a sip of this caffeinated beauty right now. And off we go. I have covered the slip knot in another tutorial. So if you are brand new to crochet and you've never even picked any of this up, be sure to look at my other tutorials. I cover the slip knot, I cover the initial chain stitch that begins almost every project, and I cover in detail doing single crochet into the chain stitch. You might want to look at that if you're a brand new crocheter. I also cover weaving in your ends and finishing off your work in a separate tutorial. So take a look at those if you're brand new to all of this. So I won't go into excruciating detail with the slip knot and the chain stitch. Just follow along with me. I'm presuming you know how to do those things already. All right, here we go. All right, now I want to make, let me make sure I get the hook the right way through that loop. There we go. Okay, I want to make a row of 10 double crochets. With double crochet, you want to start with 2 more chains than you want your row length to be. So I'll be starting with 12 chains. Let me move this coffee up out of the frame just a little bit, out of the center of the frame at any rate. All right, so let's make 12 chains. Over with the left, pull it through the loop. 2 with the left, pull through the loop. 3 with the left, pull through the loop. 4 with the left, pull through the loop. 5 with the left, pull through the loop. 6 with the left I mean my left hand, pull through the loop. 7 with the left, pull through the loop. 8 with the left, pull through the loop. 9 with the left, pull through the loop. 10 with the left, pull through the loop. 11 with the left, pull through the loop. 12 with the left, pull through the loop. I believe in counting stitches, so let's make sure we've got 12 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to stretch them out a little bit. Okay, there we go. We've got 12. At the beginning of the double crochet row, you want to skip your first 2 chain stitches. I'm skipping these guys, that one and that one, and I'm identifying the 3rd chain. We go into detail into the anatomy of the chain stitch in my chain stitch video and in the video where we crochet the first row of single crochet. If you're insecure about this knowledge, I really recommend you go back and look at those, but I'll crochet close to the camera so that you can see. I want to start the double crochet. Remember that we're holding our hook with our right hand if you are right-handed. You're going to yarn over with the left hand, yarn over. identify the third chain, turn it to the side so we can see. And you're going to want to put your hook under the top 2 loops, between the top 2 loops and the bump on the bottom. Look at that, right? Just like with single crochet, the only difference is with the single crochet first row and the double crochet first row is that we have done that yarn over before we put the hook into the chain stitch. So this is what you should be looking at right now on your hook. If you're not looking at this on your hook, rewind and do this process over. And let me know if anything I've said or done is unclear. Let me know that in the comments, because I can always redo this tutorial. Now you're going to do yarn under with the left, pull it through just the 2 loops in the chain. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over with the left, pull through 2 with the right, yarn over with the left, pull through 2 with the right, and you have your first double crochet. Look at that. So you're looking at your 2 chain stitches and then the first double crochet. Now we're going to go into the next chain stitch right here. I'm trying to be close to the camera so that you can really see in detail. Remember, we always do yarn over before going into the chain stitch with double crochet. Yarn over with the left, and then we want to go in between the top 2 loops of the chain stitch and the bottom bump. So this is what you should be looking at right here. Yarn under with the left, pull through the 2 loops of the chain stitch, and you should be looking at 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over with the left, pull through 2 loops, yarn over with the left, pull through the remaining 2 loops with your right hand, and look at that, 2 double crochets. Wonderful. Let me pull out some more working yarn so that we've got some ease here with our work. There we go. All right, identify the next chain. You see we've got our most recent double crochet right here. So the next chain is right here. Sometimes it is tricky, even for an experienced crocheter, to keep track of exactly where the next stitch is. So understanding the anatomy of the stitches is really important. I often identify the bumps on the bottom of the chain as my identifier. And I see this bump and I've got a stitch above it. So I know I'm looking for the next bump to work into that next chain stitch. All right, so we're going to do yarn over. Oh, I'm not too close to the camera for you. I really want you to see what's going on. And then you're going to put your hook in between that bottom bump and the top 2 loops of that next chain stitch. Yarn under with the left, pull through the chain stitch with your right, 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over with the left. And remember, I've talked about in my previous tutorials that you're kind of stabilizing the rest of the chain with your thumb and other fingers of your left hand. You're going to pull that through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over with the left, pull through the remaining 2 with the right. Look at that, 3 double crochet stitches. Maybe we pick up the pace a little bit. Yarn over with the left, into the chain, yarn under with the left, pull through the chain, yarn over with the left, pull through 2 with the right, yarn over with the left, pull through 2 with the right, yarn over, into the chain. This yarn splits. Hang on, let me start over. Yarn over, into the chain, yarn under, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 with the right, yarn over with the left, pull through 2 with the right, yarn over, into the chain, yarn under, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the chain, yarn under, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the chain, yarn under, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the chain, yarn under, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over. Let's see. I'm holding the tail now, into the chain. This last one is a little hard. It's a tighter stitch because it's right at the slip knot. Yarn under, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. All right, I'm a big fan, of course, of counting stitches. We should have 10 double crochet stitches here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is our starting chain. We don't count that. Okay? Look at that. 10 stitches. Now, you'll see it is a more open weave than the single crochet, but it's also twice as tall. What we want to do to go to the next row is chain 2. Chain 2 is kind of the ladder that gets us to the next row. So it establishes the height of the next row, which is 2 loops high. There are people who turn their work and then chain, and then there are people who chain and then turn their work. I'm in that second camp. I chain and then turn my work. Over like a book. I'm going to pull out some more working yarn here. And I'm going to take a celebratory sip of coffee because we finished a row. Yay. All right. Let's do our subsequent row. It's easier. Same with a single crochet. When you do the subsequent rows, they're easier. You'll notice the top of each stitch has those 2 loops. You're just going to go right under those 2 loops for these subsequent stitches. All right, so make sure that the loop on the hook is about the same size as the other loops. Not too loose, not too tight. Some people, like, I don't know, they want to really tighten it. Don't do that. That makes it hard on yourself. Make it about the same length as the chain stitches, okay? Yarn over into the first stitch right there under those top 2 loops. You see that? Maybe I'm getting out of focus. All right, yarn under, pull through those 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we've got our first double crochet. We've got our 2 chains to start the row and our first double crochet stitch. Identify the next stitch, which is right here. Yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you see we've got our starting chain plus 2 double crochet stitches. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. All right, we have got our second row of double crochet. Look at that. See, I really just love that. Looks like a gate or something, like a picket fence. There we go. It's just a lovely stitch. Let's do one more row together, all right, just for good measure. Let me pull more working yarn. There we go. Celebratory sip of coffee. I like to drink the house blend from White Rock Coffee here in Dallas, Texas. It's my favorite coffee shop, and it is my constant crochet companion. All right, let's remember we want to do 2 chains at the end of a double crochet row. 1, 2. Or if you like to turn then chain, these would be the beginning. There we go. All right, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, let me pull more working yarn, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into the stitch, yarn under, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now let's count our stitches, all right? Sometimes, really common with learning to crochet is dropping or adding stitches at the end of rows. So you really want to stop and make sure you count your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do not count that starting chain right there, okay? So we've got 10 double crochet stitches, and we've got 3 rows now of them. So that should be good to get you going. Rewind this video if you need to take a look in more detail at the anatomy of the stitches or how to get in and out of a stitch. You can also look at my tutorial on finishing off your work and weaving in your ends once you feel satisfied with your double crochet work. And I'll be adding more stitches to my tutorials I took a little bit of a break from the You Can Crochet Microlessons to get some other tutorials up and to get other aspects of my crochet business going. If you live in the Dallas area, you can find my booth many Saturdays, not every Saturday, but many Saturdays of the month at the White Rock Farmers Market in East Dallas. You can just do a search for that and you'll be able to find it pretty easily. I try to be there most Saturdays. And you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I always post when I'm going to be there. I would really love to know how this tutorial worked for you. Is there anything I can improve about it? Anything that wasn't clear to you? Anything that was annoying about it? Please let me know. I'd love to improve how I do these videos. I'd love to serve you well and help you get on the road to crocheting. I love you guys. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you want to hear every time I pick up my hook and yarn to share something with you. Please share this video with other people who might want to learn to crochet. And please, email me or follow me on Facebook and Instagram and let me know what you're working on. I'd really love to know. And if there's another tutorial that you'd like, please let me know that as well. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Ciao.